This is a story of van life, building 101, or, Jeep building, or any type of build, really. Allow for change during the day. I woke up this morning with a plan. Guys, plans change, it happens.
Good morning, everybody. This is gonna be a video of a day in the life. What it is during a build. I've been working on my Jeep build for the last, I think it's been 8 weeks, give or take. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, I don't know. But this video is going to be very interesting because you guys will see what it takes to kind of dedicate yourselves to doing a build. I haven't even taken a sip of coffee yet. It's still morning, and I'm about to jump on a Zoom call right now. I do consultations, but the Zoom call I'm about to do right now is something very, very new to me. I'm actually doing a tour, an overseas tour. So this will be the first time that I have done this with everything that's been going on this past year. The tours have been few and far between, but a couple reached out to me and they asked me to do a tour of them. So I'm really excited to kind of get that going. Before we get into the rest of the video and you guys see what my day is all about, just a quick word from Skillshare. If you guys haven't got on Skillshare, take advantage of this trial. Hey everybody, this video is sponsored by Skillshare, and check out Skillshare. It is an online learning community that brings information to all the creators out there, from animation, design, illustration, photo, film, business, writing, anything you can think of, Skillshare has you covered. There are tons of how-to videos on how to do certain things. However, Skillshare is different. It is taught by professionals. Skillshare brings you right to the professionals. They cut everything out and they get right down to it. It is an amazing learning opportunity for people out there. I've used the design, illustration, photo, film. I can't wait to get into some writing when I get into my blog writing, and I'm gonna start looking into their business as well. If you're interested in getting into Skillshare, you can take advantage by clicking the link below. Sign up for a free trial, which gives you access to the premium membership. After your free trial, it is less than $10 a month. Get your creative juices going. I have, and I know you will too. All right, guys, I'm a little more awake now. I just finished the Zoom, this was actually a pre-tour. I wanted to get to know the people a little bit. I realize now I was so tired at the beginning when I first hit record. I have no idea if I said what I was doing, but it was a Zoom call for people that wanted to actually show their van off and tour their van. It's super cool because they're over in Montenegro, which is over in, I guess, Europe. They showed me some pictures of the little village they were in. I can't wait to really share that tour with you guys because their story, how they're gone into van life, how long they've been doing it for, which has only been about 5 years. I shouldn't say only, but it's been about 5 years. It's just so fascinating. They've got 2 kids. Really, really fascinating on why they do it, how they do it, and everything like that. So I really can't wait to share that tour with you guys. Also, disclaimer in this entire video, the day in the life of what it takes to build a van. My place is an absolute disaster zone. The reason I did not clean it up, it's in 2 parts. Number 1, I didn't have time. Number 2, I wanted to show you guys really what tornado-ish house looks like. And the reason I don't have time to clean up is because I'm on a go, go, go mode. Hopefully you guys can start to see what that is like from my perspective a little bit. So this is my office where I have my laptop and I got my microphone over here. I finished my coffee during the Zoom. This is also my storage, room where I put all of my tech gear, and I also have some other products that I'll get to in a second. But I bought this industrial strength Velcro. Is going to come in handy in the upcoming days because that's how I'm going to be attaching my solar panel onto the tent of the rooftop tent on my Jeep. I was really against Velcro. And it's not Velcro, it's actually made by 3M. I think it's called Dual Lock. I will get more into that stuff when I actually attach it onto the rooftop tent. I never really wanted to try and use it. I've heard that people used it in the past and I was like, come on, Velcro on a surface with wind. But I looked more into it and it apparently works. So I'm gonna give it a whirl. I'll just spin around. This is how messy this place is. It's real messy. I got all of this stuff down here
Thank you to Stanley. Stanley is like the thermos company. Check that out. Stanley sent me all this stuff because I am now an affiliate with them. By the way, that is a reminder. If you guys are interested in any of the affiliates that I work with, people that I work with, partnerships, whatever that may be, yeah, it's going to all be on my website, but it's also always in the description below. So there are usually a lot of deals for people there. There's a percentage off of Havelock Wool. There's percentages off Stanley. There's percentages off of all my, well, not any of the Amazon stuff, batteries. All that stuff is always in the description below. Also on my website, if it's not on there yet, there will also be Amazon links and there will also be partnership tab. And those are the companies like I work with and that I trust through and through, that I've talked to extensively and that I use their products myself. All right, so every day is just a little bit different and how it all plays out. And during the last, 6, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, however long it's been somewhat of a routine. Everything that's been going on right now, gyms have been closed, and I like to get exercise in, and it's really hard for me to get any exercise in. I can't do it at home, is what it comes down to. I've tried and it just doesn't work. So I do like to get a workout in, and I also like being around other people. So this past year has been very, very difficult for me on a mental capacity. I also got this house. I rented this house. One, I knew I needed to build out my Jeep, which is outside. I wanted to start more woodworking. I wanted to work on more lagoon table stuff for you guys. I wanted to do other small woodworking projects. This was kind of my runaway place for me to go to while everything, I guess, calms down or goes back to somewhat normalcy. This was my getaway. I guess in this video, I am sort of announcing that things are going to be changing for my life once this lease is up in the next 3 to 4 months. What that is going to be remains to be seen. I have a plan, but I also don't want to voice it because plans can sometimes change. If you knew me 18 months ago, even before van life, I've been wanting to get back on the comedy stage. It has been a very big goal of mine. Do have all intentions of getting back into stand-up comedy and entertainment. So I obviously love doing the adventure and the traveling. I didn't build out the Jeep for nothing. And I was just talking to Christian the other day about possibly doing another van. I don't want to do another van just to flip a van. That's not what I'm all about. I'm not a builder. I'm not an upfitter. I am a person that loves what he does, and Shane's calling. I know, I'm recording and I get phone calls. Day in the life. Hey, what's up, man? I'm actually recording part of my vlog and now you're in it. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on speaker. Thanks a lot, man. What's up?
Nothing. I just talked to the guy. His name's Justin.
Okay.
And there was actually a van conversion company in there before.
All right. Well, so this is a day in the life video, guys, and this is what happens where I had a plan about my day, and then my buddy Shane calls me. This is a story of van life building 101, or Jeep building, or any type of build, really. Allow for change during the day. I woke up this morning with a plan. Guys, plans change. It happens. Right now, I'm with Christian, and we are headed over to Ace Hardware, which is right down the street from me. He needs to get a couple things for the van. What are you? Oh, you're painting stuff.
Yeah, just getting some rollers.
Yeah.
So a brush.
Christian brought up an interesting point where his solar panels were whistling, so he created a kind of ghetto version furring strip, or
wind fairing.
Wind fairing, thank you. You did.
I mean,
right.
Yeah, just black Gorilla Tape. It was kind of a temporary fix to see if that was where the whistling was coming from, and sure enough, it was. So
and
I might do something a little nicer, cleaner look in the future, but just for now, because it was driving me insane.
Christian actually used 80/20 as his rack to put his solar panels on, and then so between the solar panels and the rack, right?
Yeah, just like you have to just be really unlucky, because like it has to be a perfectly sized gap for it to whistle like it was. Just bad luck.
It was, crap luck. All right, guys, we just got to Ace, and Ace is the place.
True.
All right, we're almost at the shop where I'm looking at the space for Shane. We switched over to my car. I don't know how much video I can get, but I will probably bring in the GoPro, and I don't know, maybe just walk around with it, you know, just kind of
sneak peek.
Get a little sneak peek of it. Hopefully this is going to be Shane's new shop for, you know, when he's building vans and whatnot. So yeah.
Good save. You need to clean your rear view.
You know what? It's not that bad. I was really good before. Oh goodness. All right. Well, I just looked at that shop space for Shane. I actually liked it a lot. And again, this is gonna go back to you gotta not plan for the day and kind of just roll with it, because Christian isn't gonna be working on his van today.
No.
He just got a phone call that you're doing some backcountry snowboarding.
Yes, sir. Been waiting for the opportunity all season, so gotta hop on it.
His buddy called him up. The reason he wanted to actually go with somebody else is because you don't feel that, not confident, but you want to make sure you go with somebody else.
Well, yeah, so the area we're going to be riding in is extremely safe, super low avalanche danger, but I just want to go with someone who's experienced on avalanche safety, so I can at least get those good habits of things to do, how to test the snowpack and things like that.
You are going out there with beacons and...
Yeah, beacons and probing devices and the av shovels, and learn how to use all that gear properly.
Yeah, don't get caught in an avalanche, please.
Don't plan on it.
I really don't want to go out and try to find you.
You wouldn't be able to.
All right, well, I'm gonna give Shane a call right now, and hopefully he gets that spot, because I actually liked it a lot. The most important thing, it had 12-foot doors. Hopefully my camera can pick up this view. Look at this. You got the mountains over there.
Day.
It is a beautiful, beautiful day out.
Slowly easing our way into spring.
And I talked about in the beginning of this video that I'm probably gonna be moving. Why? All right, this is kind of like the boring part of van life or van building, or what I'm doing is the overlanding rig. I covered my sofa with plastic wrap. I feel like I'm about to whack somebody. I'm gonna go outside in a second and show you guys what I'm working on. Pretty much I started the varnishing on the panels. I just been kind of actually lazy with the paneling situation. I'm getting ready to attach all the panels. The roof is on. These two panels down here are attached. The only panel I haven't like built, but I'll probably cut today and get it ready, is going to be this panel right here, which is going to be the either 2 doors or the big door. I started working on mounting this table right here, which is the lagoon right there, and it's going to, that's why I attached these upper slides right here. And last night I made this, and that is the thing for the lagoon, the mount, and it's going to slide on this apparatus. However, this is not as sturdy as I wanted it to be because of weight and how the lagoon works. So I'm gonna have to reinforce it. Not a big deal. I'm just gonna spend some time. So this is kind of like the reason I didn't want to show all this, was because this is a painstaking time where you guys may not want to see this kind of stuff, and it takes me pretty much all day to do like 3 things. I'm working by myself, and this is kind of one of those things where not a lot of people want to see it. It's kind of boring, even if I time lapse it. So as I'm looking at it right now, this is my faucet right here, and this thing right here is needs to be mounted. That takes 2 seconds. I have figured out my water situation. The water is actually going to be on quick connects, and it's going to be portable. On my trip that I take, I'm going to be testing out the Guzzle H2O, you know, pulling water from a stream or river or lake or whatever it may be, and I'll be able to pull water from that. It goes through a filtering process. So I'm actually really looking forward to testing that out in a couple weeks. This is one of those things that you guys don't see on it. Like I've been working for the last, 2 hours, give or take, getting things together, and like it's small things. It's attaching these panels with, I use the strong adhesive, the PL8 adhesive. You got to cut it, you got to do it all. There isn't anybody helping me. There's people coming in and lending hands. If it wasn't for Christian, a lot of this actually wouldn't be possible. Christian has helped me lift things when I needed him to. For me to lift this into the back of into the truck, I would actually need a winch system or a second person.
because this thing's gonna weigh probably 150 pounds when it's all said and done, maybe a little bit more. And then this thing's gonna be weighing another probably 100 pounds, give or take. I'm upgrading suspension, people. Don't worry. I know everybody goes, oh, the suspension's not gonna handle. I'm gonna upgrade the suspension. I'm not worried about it. The Jeep Gladiators are rated for like 1,100 pounds. Not worried about that. Everything's happening. It's coming together. It's just I cannot stress this enough that the last 10% of a van build take forever. You're tired. You're just over it all. You don't want to do it anymore. And you guys haven't even seen what I do when the sun goes down. That sounded kind of dirty. Anyways, after all of this, after my full day, I go into my office and I do computer work. I will sit down and I'll edit a video if I'm not too exhausted. This is the toughest part about all this. I'm so exhausted by the end of the day. And anybody that's built a van understands this. Don't have a social life right now. Well, you know, who does have a social life right now? But I don't have one on top of not having one. I have to go in, I have to edit, I have to put clips together. I have to still be as active as possible on social media. I can't wait. I can't wait to get back into the digital work that I have been just not procrastinating, just I've been putting off because of all of this and everything. And that right there is the biggest reason why I don't build vans for a living. A lot of people have asked me to. It is so time consuming. This actually works like a charm. Check that out. You know, I was able to clear that. This, that doesn't pop out because it doesn't need to. But that's really cool. I love that too. At this point, what I do, which may be a tip for you guys, is that I keep a list of everything I need to do. And it's just a checklist. Okay, varnish the panels. Boom, that's a checklist. I just added the battery monitor over here. So the battery monitor was a big thing I needed to check off my list. Boom. I'm gonna have to carpet the inside. That's in there. Mounting the lagoon table. Boom. That's another thing. You know, I wired up the refrigerator recently. I know it's not in there, but the wires are all there ready to go. So boom, that's good to go. So like all these things are just check, check, check. Right when you get towards the end, if you have like 20 things left on your list, make a 20 list checklist. It'll make life a lot easier because your mind is so jumbled with what do I do next? What, like, oh my goodness, it just feels like it's a never ending thing. So if creating a checklist one night and just going through it and one by one, checking things off. Okay, I can do that. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So towards the end, at the beginning, it's way overwhelming. Do not make a checklist at the beginning. It is way too overwhelming for me. So hopefully that helps a little bit. All right, let's finish off this video when I come back at the end of the night and see. I'll meet you guys into my office when I sit down to actually probably edit this video. Oh goodness, it's late. It's not late actually. It's actually still somewhat early, but it is 9 o'clock. So I've been at it for 12 hours. Today was kind of weird. You guys got a kind of a glimpse of what a day-to-day life is. Tomorrow I already know. I don't have any consultations scheduled, or I don't have anything of that nature. So I know that I'm going to wake up and go to the gym first thing in the morning. I also like taking showers in the evening, so I will take a shower this evening after I'm done doing some computer work here. You know, I was thinking earlier today that I did a day in the life video about a year ago, and it was actually it was in my van, and it was on the beaches of San Diego. I did it, I think, in January of 2020. It was like a day in the life of stealth van living, and I loved doing that video, and it was interesting. It was, and now comparing it to this one, which is like a day in the life of during a build process. It's such a different world, you know, and such a different, it's a different day. This type of work is truly draining. So anybody that does this for a living, give them some props. If anybody that is a DIYer out there that hasn't done this type of work before, also give them some props. If you have a full-time job and you're building out any type of vehicle or vessel, whether it's a bus, a tiny home, a van, an overlanding rig, a trailer, anything of that nature, and you have another job, like, seriously, hats off to you. It is not an easy accomplishment. You know, give yourself a pat on that back. If you are a drinker, have a drink this evening. I don't drink all that much. I will have a beer every now and again, and I'll have maybe some whiskey, but I'm not a huge drinker. So, but honestly, I'm gonna get back at it tomorrow. I'm filming this on a Tuesday. I estimate, or my goal is to have my entire Jeep done. Those 2 slides that you saw in the video, I plan to have them done by the end of this week or Sunday. So I've estimated somewhere between 30 to 40 hours left of work. The devil is in the details. So I have a lot of work I have to do, but and on top of that, I still have to edit not only this video I'm recording, but I have to edit a tour video as well. A lovely person, Abigail, and she has an amazing DIY van that I'm going to be editing and putting it out later on this week. So I do what I do because I love what I do, but I also get to interact with some amazing people, whether it's out there while traveling or when I'm at festivals or events. I get to meet the amazing people that come across and you know, and all that good stuff. My goal is to really be there for the people, be there for the community, and also just be the most authentic person I can be, and truthful and fun and hopefully enjoyable. So with that all being said, the slide outs will not be revealed until the video that I do for travel. I plan on doing a lot more informational vlogs coming up really soon. So let me get to those. And I just needed some time to do some more homework on how I wanted to present them. Let's get back at it. I'm excited to get back to my life, put this build behind me and enjoy it a lot. My goodness. Here we go. You know what? I take that all back. You guys might see me put a solar panel on. That I'll probably do really soon. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to bed as soon as I start editing this.